What's up, everybody? Brett here, back today playing some more StarCraft II. We are going to pick up where we left off last time. We are aboard the Spear of Adun. Unfortunately, though, we don't really have the ability currently to check it out. Maybe we'll get it after we go to one of these planets. So, we have the option to either go to Shakuras, the home world of the Dark Templar, or to go to Korhal, which is kind of the newly conquered
Terrans of Korhal have in their possession the Zelnati
Terran
Keystone,
Zone,
which Zeratul foresaw would lead to our salvation. Though I have not seen Commander Raynor in many solar returns, I believe he will give the Keystone to us.
Okay, so our options are basically between unlocking the Immortal and the Dark Templar and the Monolith. I'm honestly a little bit torn about this. Like I've said before many times, I barely remember this campaign. I sort of remember some of the characters. My only real dilemma, I don't really care which unit I unlock first. That's not a concern to me. But what I do care about is whether or not I pick up characters who can have input on the story, and whether or not I pick them up sooner rather than later. I'm pretty sure that there's a character on Shakuras that we can pick up, but I don't remember anyone on Korhal that we can add to our merry band of Protoss on the Spear of Adun. So that's by itself is kind of leaning me towards Shakuras, and I think that's what we're going to do. So let's play the mission, or at least Artanis' take on the situation, and then we'll jump into it, guys.
Ire lost once more. My grand vision of reclamation left in ruins. I have failed my people. This must not stand. The Nerazim of Shakuras ritually sever their connection to the Kala. Because of this, they are now the last free Protoss. I must reach them before Amon's armies.
So if we were going to look at it logically, it makes sense that we would go to these guys first and try and bring them into the fold, so to speak. It's the time of gathering all the Protoss, and who better to gather than the only people who aren't under the influence of Amon. So let's go.
Shakuras is overrun. Loss of life is extensive. Hold. We are receiving a transmission.
Praise the gods. Artanis, you live.
Matriarch Vorazun, what has happened here?
Shakuras has fallen. The warp gate linking this world to Ire has been reopened. Countless hybrid and Zerg pour from the other side. They've obliterated our cities, decimated our Shadow Guard. We are trying to evacuate the remaining population, but I am uncertain whether we can hold long enough to get them safely away.
We will give you the time you need, Matriarch. My Templar are inbound.
Hell yeah, Artanis. So she's obviously the character I was speaking of.
Hierarch, before our armies engage the enemy, it would be wise to review our military capabilities within the War Council.
Awesome. So this is perfect. This is what I was hoping for, that we would get a chance to do this before we jumped into our first mission, and that we could, adjust our forces and see what we could do. Let's talk to Karax first.
Karax, even without the Kala's light, I can sense your sadness, your pain. Does the Spear of Adun bring you no joy?
That is just it, Hierarch. Without the Kala, it is as if I am blind. I cannot sense your feelings, know the true depth of your thoughts. I cannot call upon the surety of other phase-smiths. I am alone.
I feel the isolation as well, as though thrashing within the vacuum of space. But you are not alone, brother.
To think, the Dark Templar have endured this existence all this time. The days ahead will not be easy.
We may not have the Kala to rely on, Karax, but we still stand as one. We will endure. There is no other option.
You still talk to each other psychically. I mean, that's something. Let's go to the War Council. Look how awesome these dudes look. I'm a sucker for halberds and
A
shields.
preserver? Released from stasis?
She still bears her nerve cords. She is tethered to the collar.
Hold. I am Rohana, Grand Preserver of the Valari, and your War Council advisor. You must be the executor in command.
You are not possessed by the Dark One. How is this possible?
I feel darkness lingering at the edges of my every thought, but I am not corrupted. Preservers of my station have trained to control the Kala's every ripple. I assure you, I will stave off this evil and serve you better by doing so. As all preservers, I hold the memories and personalities of Protoss prior to my submission to stasis. This will allow me to contrast your tactical decisions with those of past executors. From this chamber, you will be able to make all military allocations.
I am Artanis, Hierarch of the Daylon. I lead all that is left of our civilization. Your memories are indeed of use, Rohana. But make no mistake. If you fall to this corruption, I will not hesitate to destroy you.
It is understood. I am prepared for the Firstborn's darkest hour. Come, let me show you what may be done here.
So she's kind of acting like our AI type character. Our Isha, if you will.
The assembly panel awaits, Hierarch. We may begin whenever you are ready.
We'll check it out, and then we'll talk to you.
The assembly panel allows you to customize your army based on the Protoss technology we encounter. Select a warrior category to begin. Now you may choose one of the 2 factions for use in upcoming battles. These assignments are not permanent and can be altered as our combat needs change. Many battles await you, Hierarch. Choose a faction and lead them to glory.
Alright, so I already know what the 3rd faction is. I'm not going to spoil it. But for now, the first 2 are Ire and Nerazim. So we're getting these kind of like 2 choices for everyone. So first up, our Zealots will be given these like cool halberds. And in addition to their charge, they also get Whirlwind. Deals 10 damage per second to all nearby enemy ground units for 3 seconds. So the Spear of Adune's weaponry was designed to ensure our people's survival even in times of great strife. Fitted with these Psi armaments, our highly trained Zealots can cleave through their enemies with ease. And then the other option, of course it looks awesome. The other option is for the Shadow Guard here. Once serving as the backbone of the Nerazim Shadow Guard, the Centurions join the Templar to retake Ire. In this dark time, their ability to phase through the shadows and stun their foes will surely be of use. And you know what? I love the... First off, the aesthetic of this is like my favorite. But the Centurions really do have something. They won't get stuck behind these stalkers, which we saw a lot in the previous missions. And the stun is very relevant. And they're cloaked. Briefly cloaks turn allows it to move through other units. So they're actually cloaked on the charge. And for like a moment afterwards. Let's go with the Centurion. I like that. I think we'll stick with this for now. And then let's see our ranged warriors options. So first off, Stalkers, which we've used before. So it'll give us the passive ability Phase Reactor. Allows the Stalker's blink ability to restore 40 shields. So you fight, right? And then as the fight kind of, starts taking its toll, you blink for that regeneration. Interesting. Although unconventional by Templar standards, Stalkers have proven themselves useful additions to our forces. Now enhanced by the Spear of Adune's warp technology, their teleport capabilities have been greatly enhanced. It's good. And the other option is probably going to be my favorite, the Dragoons. Enhanced damage, range, and life deals bonus damage to armored units. So they're just a stronger version of the Stalkers, but without the ability to blink. Yeah. But they're just not fast. They're just kind of clunky. Dragoon exoskeletons allow our warriors to return to the battlefield after sustaining life-threatening injuries. The Spear of Adune's Dragoons predate Kala integration by several centuries and do not require it to function. We're going to go with the Dragoons for now. I love this area here. I think it gets filled up after a time. All we can see are stalkers and zealots kind of walking around. Let's talk to Rohana again.
I have heard only tales of the Grand Preservers. I did not expect to encounter one aboard this vessel.
That is not surprising, Hierarch. My sisters and I are unique, trained from birth to master every intricacy of the Kala. I have experienced its true depth, plunged the infinite spectrum of emotion and memory. It is because of this gift we were selected to enter stasis, so that we may guide you in our most dire hour.
Your sisters were aboard the other Ark ships? Then they...
are one with the Kala, fallen during the Zerg invasion of Aiur. I know this. I feel the tragedy that has befallen us, more deeply than you may realize.
A terrible burden has been laid upon you, Rohana.
Yet it is my fate to bear it. A fate foreseen by the same minds that constructed this vessel. I trust in their wisdom, Hierarch. I will serve my purpose, much as you must serve yours.
They knew enough to make these ships, but they didn't know enough about the future to, like, hide them in places where they wouldn't get destroyed. Also, every time I talk to her, all I can think about is the Minority Report. Let's go back to the bridge. Like she's just laying in a pool predicting the future crimes.
My Dark Templar were tracking your invasion on Aiur when we were cut off. Then the warp gate opened. What happened, Artanis?
Amon used the Kala to seize control of the Templar. I could feel his rage tearing through me, and I was powerless against it. Zeratul found me. It was there that he...
Yes?
He tried to free me. And he succeeded, at the cost of his own life. He fell by my hand.
It was Amon's deed, not yours.
Zeratul came to me with a warning, but I did not act. Because of this, he is now gone, and the stars burn dimmer for his loss. Amon's deed or not, I carry a burden, Matriarch. One that cannot be easily lifted.
Damn. Alright, and we're good to go now. Let's check out our mission options.
The Zerg infestation is overtaking Telemetros. Our evacuation is already in great peril. Your aid cannot come soon enough, Hierarch.
Let's see what our options are. We're gonna get the Dark Templar. They're gonna have roaches and Hydralisks. Got it. Aid the evacuation. Complete the Amon's Reach mission without letting the warp conduit drop below 2,000 life. And free all Protoss launch bays before the last Void Thrasher appears. Okay. Once again, remember guys, all of these are on normal difficulty. I'm playing on hard. Maybe we'll get this done, maybe we won't. Completing bonus objectives will allow you to upgrade the Spear of Adun for the battles to come. Got it. This is a Void Thrasher, in case you were wondering. This epic art here. We're gonna meet him.
Shakuras teams with Amon's Zerg broods. We hold only the southwest quadrant of Telemetros, and even that is in peril. We must evacuate our people, but the launch bays have been defiled with infestation. Only ground forces can clear them. Once the bays are free, the planetary warp conduit will allow our ships to escape safely.
The launch bays will be cleared. Your people will survive, Matriarch. This I swear.
Alright, it's back to base building time. Let's get certain things going.
We need the aid of my Dark Templar in this battle. They can strike from the shadows without fear of reprisal.
Got it.
I will comply.
Kill all these lings. Make sure we're constantly making new probes. That's the most important thing. Want to be careful with these guys because we don't know if there's going to be...
Artanis, I'm detecting a rift opening near your position.
Alright.
A Void Thrasher.
That's terrifying.
By the gods, it's sieging the warp conduit.
Karax, are any of the Spear of Idun's weapon systems ready for use?
Orbital strike is online. Designating targets.
Tuh. Sick.
The Thrasher has been weakened. Warriors, move in and seal its fate.
So this is the part where they're basically teaching us to really use the abilities here. We're going to get the ability to do those types of bombardments.
Strikes can now be fired from the Spear of Idun's command panel, Hierarch.
I see this. 5 lasers onto the battlefield.
The Thrasher is slain, but it will be for naught if the launch bays remain infested.
Clever. Cartoon. By the void.
These vaults hold the city's last energy reserves. Claiming them should aid you in the fight ahead.
Got it. I want to be careful what I build here.
Fear is an illusion. I will.
Indeed. Completing bonus objectives will allow me to improve the Spear of Idun's power. There are 2 vaults left in the city.
We're gonna drop all of those there. They didn't quite destroy them. Now we know. And we got the vault. Ah, here we go. This is what I was worried about. Overseers.
Be careful. The spore crawlers and overseers ahead can
Got it.
detect our Dark Templars'
back up.
movements. Slay them first.
Playing just a little too much. A little too fast and loose. And we're stacking money now, so we need to be building. And I'm definitely going to need more gateways.
Upgrade complete.
Let's also get a pylon. I'm gonna go ahead and warp one in right now.
Shore up our defenses. The Zerg are moving to attack our nexus point.
Yeah, I wish I had more stuff. But as long as we fight near the shield generator... Oh, never mind. Won't be online yet. Bring them back.
What would you ask of us?
Okay, they're trying to push us back here. I think that the play is to make more DTs. If we destroy this, they can't have anything sitting here.
Clever.
Alright, let's add that to the hot group. Get you guys doing that. And I do want to make some defensive structures. 3 is probably enough. Definitely letting my pro production slip. I blame that on just a little bit of fatigue. Man, I can't believe we got to kill all this all over again. But we need to get this base cleared.
Cartoon. I am the blade of the Narazine.
A second Thrasher. The conduit is under assault.
Okay, we gotta go this way now. We can take that base for sure, but we're gonna have to do it with units that we don't currently have.
I have returned.
Alright, keep them pushed out. This isn't quite enough either. I know I need to put 3 in our assimilator, but we kind of desperately need the mineral production. Let's get the shields online as well. It's so rough. We also need pylons. Just make another pylon here. It's a nice way. It's free. I mean, that's really all you got to say about it. And we do need to get a real army together to come over here and take this out. Because I'm not using the orbital strikes in that way. Is this enough? Probably not. We can see what we can do with the... Oh, never mind. They've actually got... Rough. Destroy this first. Then you guys can pull back. Because now they have nothing to defend this. We just have to watch and make sure we're not standing in the AoE. Just like that. Base is under attack, but we should be fine.
The Thrasher has been eliminated.
Alright, we got it.
This would be an opportune moment to clear the launch bays.
By the void.
Okay, back up, back up, back up. We really don't have the units for this.
Got two.
Let's just move backwards. My pro production has sucked this battle.
You must construct additional pylons.
And yeah, we need more pylons. I don't have like a dedicated probe to just spamming out stuff for me. I have no idea what you're doing over there, homie. Just please make the pylons. Let's just plan to not have to make any more pylons for a while. Alright, and you're my worker. You're gonna be my worker bee.
You seek our service. Clever.
Let's come over here and free this location. We can do that at least. And I love getting some more Centurions, but we are going to want some Dark Templar for sure. And honestly, some more Dragoons.
Another Thrasher has appeared. You know what must be done.
Oh, that one's deep in the
Major
base.
Horizon, the first launch bay has been cleared. Continue evacuating.
Man, how nice would it be if it actually gave us some units from that? That would have been pretty cool.
Clever.
I think we need to just go ahead and attack that location. Dragoons do a pretty great job of dealing with this. Because they do bonus damage versus armored. So we get that free Vespine. And whenever we get close here, we're going to warp a pylon nearby. Alright, now we've got our Dragoon army. To move forward cautiously.
I am the blade of the narrative.
Ooh, that's kind of a big attack force. Get some zealots.
I walk the shadowed path.
Nasperu Unadar.
Let's take this bonus location.
I am but a phantom.
Let's drop the hammer on him. That was all of his shields. Alright, stuff is going down. We're so slow. Keep moving, keep moving. Go.
That should buy the conduit more time.
Alright, unfortunately we lost a lot of stuff there. We need to regroup.
What would you ask of us?
We gotta regroup, and we gotta be a little more Johnny on the spot with getting more units. We should definitely build a 5th gate. I feel like I should have been able to take this secondary base location. Oh man, I hate it when I do
Amon
that.
has sent another Void Thrasher against us. Slay it before the conduit falls.
I walk the shadowed path. I walk the shadowed path.
Let's make sure I remember to add this to the correct hot group.
Input command. I have returned.
Yeah, and it wants me to go the complete opposite direction of where I feel like I should go. I mean, remember, they have Ultralists here, for God's sakes. Okay, they're coming with more units. The Dark Templar should just be able to go ahead and help clean this up. Alright, let's go. Wow, I don't know what hit me there. That sucked pretty bad. Wow, total whiff. Okay. Take this base over now. Alright, and while they're pushing, we are going to spam out zealots, I suppose. You're gonna come here. Ah, great. They have a Nidus worm.
Engaging foe.
Okay, back up, back up, back up. We need to take that
The warp
together.
conduit has lost half of its durability. The Void Thrasher must be dealt with soon.
We're working on it. And we brought this probe. We have to actually wait for all of the creep to disappear if we're going to actually take this location, I think. Yeah. I don't think these cause creep.
We have secured a second launch bay.
Well done. Half of the bays are launching evacuation ships.
Alright, now we gotta go deal with this.
You seek out.
I walk the shadowed path.
I don't want it to drop below 2,000, as if I was kind of doing this for the first time and wanted the achievement, you know?
Artanis, another Void Thrasher has been summoned. This one is in the heart of the city.
It's probably as good of a way to use that as any. Make sure we get that extra Vespine gas. sure we take out any Nidus worms as soon as they spawn. God, this is rough. We gotta be careful or we'll lose everything in one of these attacks.
Another Thrasher felled. Is there no end to these abominations?
The conduit has sustained significant damage.
Yeah, this is rough.
Artanis, you must stop the Thrasher, or all is lost.
Taking this extra, or trying to take this extra base was maybe a mistake. And maybe I need even more than I currently have in terms of gateways. Because I'm kind of scared just to come through this location here. There's still so much Zerg left, and we have to come up here and do this stuff as well. Oh, is this not even the path? How do I get up here?
What would you ask of us?
Let's make more. The stun doesn't appear to work on the Ultralisk, sadly. Oh man. I guess I've just kind of done a poor job. As hard as that is to admit.
I am intrigued.
We are recovering the last Solarite reserve now. The solar core should be augmented by the time our forces return, Hierarch.
The destruction of the warp conduit is imminent. Slay the Thrasher, quickly!
Damn. Yeah, I don't know how I could have done this too much better. Look how far I have to go to get to this. Damn. Keep pushing through, I guess. I don't think I'm gonna make it, guys.
The Zerg have extensively fortified this area. An orbital strike would help us break through their defenses.
Sounds great. I don't have one though, and this thing is almost dead. Ah. Is there any way we beat this?
Well done.
Holy crap.
Amon's Thrashers are no match for the Templar.
And there goes like our entire army though. Jesus. If they spawn one more of those, we're dead. Not my finest work.
Engaging foe.
Fear is an illusion. I am but a phantom.
Huh. Let's keep that pylon, which is why I blew the hell out of that installation there. Yeah, I feel like my biggest mistake was not just making way more gates. We weren't keeping up with our production ability. And that's totally my bad. And that's something I'm going to have to, like, learn from in this mission as we kind of barely skate by.
I walk the shadowed path.
But it's worth trying to remember for future, much harder missions that sometimes can't have that. Sometimes the key to success is just making sure to try and spend all your money as well as you can. I mean, I could probably even build more warp gates here. I also feel like if I had immortals for this, that could have been very helpful. Which we only would have gotten if we had gone to Core Hall first. But just trying to rely on Dragoons and Zealots, perhaps not quite enough. Let's come up here and do this instead of just sitting here. With the orbital strike, we should be fine. So we're kind of learning how many strikes it takes to do a thing. There's plenty of resources all over this map as well.
Our pylon is under attack. We have purged the infestation. Only one launch bay remains disabled.
I walk from the shadow. I have returned.
Yeah, I wish I had done this much sooner.
You seek our service.
So yeah, take it from me. And hopefully in future missions, I'll ramp up my production much faster. But it's hard coming straight off of playing as the Zerg and then coming here and playing as Protoss. Their playstyle really is very different. And then even, you know, I'm basically coming right off a Terran campaign into a Zerg campaign, into a Protoss campaign, and like I said, they just do not play the same. Alright, what do I need? We're probably good enough to finish the rest of these off with the force that I just put together. The main thing for me, I love the achievements, but the main thing is definitely to get the bonus objectives. I want to make sure we have all whatever research or what have you that's necessary to unlock the coolest units and stuff like that. That's what I care about way more than the achievements. If I restarted this and did it again, I think I would have a way better result. Kind of understanding the parameters of the time limit. Okay. Yeah, take those out. Come down here. And maybe some more Dragoons. Looks like there might even be another base up there.
I will comply. The launch bays have been reclaimed. Matriarch, you may complete the evacuation.
You have saved my people, Artanis, and they will never forget it.
Alright, did my best. Man, getting them all before the last Void Thrasher, you gotta be moving. You basically can't lose a fight. And you probably can't try to take that base. You gotta be fast. I could see it being done, especially on normal.
Despite this tragedy, I am pleased to see you once more, Hierarch. I had hoped that our next interaction would be your announcement of Ayer's reclamation.
As did I. Instead, the Templar have fallen.
threat is greater than I realized.
We cannot let the same fate befall Shakuras.
It is too late for that. Amon Zerg poured through the warp gate as a tide of flesh and blade. They have already overrun Telemetros and are nearing the shrines of Lazul. This world is lost. With such an infestation, Shakuras must be destroyed.
Destroy Shakuras? I will not permit this.
Permit? Shakuras was my people's home long before we offered yours sanctuary upon it. I will not let this world be a den for Amon's forces. Worlds may fall to ash. What matters is that we endure.
To lose Shakuras and Ire.
We are a vagabond people, Artanis. Our true home has always been Ire. Let us reclaim it together.
It is fitting that the daughter of Raja Gal decides the fate of the world she helped forge. Let us make preparations at once.
Damn. Pretty cold-blooded.
The solar core requires your attention, Hierarch. Please visit it at your earliest convenience.
Alright, and the solar core is why we're doing bonus objectives. We'll go check that out right now. It's basically our ability to augment...
Matrix core. Truly an impressive sight.
A synthetic star. Imagine what went into its creation. This chamber provides power to the Spear of Adun and all its systems. Its radiance even contributes nourishment for our warriors.
How long until you can bring its tactical systems online?
System analysis has begun, but the star has lain dormant for an eon. It will take time, and a powerful ignition catalyst like Solarite to restore it to full capacity.
Solarite? The Firstborn haven't utilized Solarite in millennia.
This vessel is ancient, Hierarch. We will need to exhaust even unconventional resources if we are to bring it to bear.
Do what you can, Phase Smith. We will acquire what you need.
Very well. You may begin augmenting the solar core whenever you are ready.
A synthetic star. That's so cool.
Select the core to start reviewing your options, Hierarch.
Check it out.
This array displays an overview of the Spear of Adun's weapon and support systems. Each system can only be configured to have one active ability at a time. You may select different abilities to complement your tactical decisions in different battles, Hierarch. Our current available Solarite is displayed here. Any leftover Solarite can be routed to our auxiliary systems. You may begin diverting Solarite now.
Alright, check this out. So, 5 Solarite per level provides extra supply at the start of each mission, reducing the need to build pylons. That's pretty sweet, but you're always going to kind of have to build pylons. Starting supply plus 5, 10, 15, 20. You get the idea. And then construction time minus 20%. It's pretty nice as well. Our other options here are Chrono Surge. Increases a structure's unit warp-in and research speeds by 1,000%. But it does cost energy. So this is not a free thing. And then Temporal Field creates 3 temporal fields that freeze enemy units and structures in time for 20 seconds. And then heroic units are slowed by 50%. Yeah, I mean, it's just a giant AoE stun on a base that we could drop. I thought for sure we could... Can we not do something with this? These are already unlocked, but I thought we could upgrade these somehow. Maybe not right now. I like getting the increased starting supply. It's basically just saving us money on missions. And I also love the reduction. I kind of just want to get these auxiliary systems maxed out. I think that's pretty useful. And then we can always reset it and come back to this stuff later. These are powerful, but I'm going to be using my energy for quite some time on the orbital strike and deploy pylons. So I think that's fine. Let's just go for the easy passive buffs.
You look different, Phase Smith.
Ah, you must be referring to these mechanical arms.
My Doc
I
Ock
constructed
arms.
them to improve my efficiency while running the solar core. So far, they have been quite helpful.
He's interesting. He's one of the few, like, Protoss with a real different personality. He's not so stoic. It's cool. It's cool as an inclusion, I think. Let's go to the War Council. We can talk to Rowana. We can go to the assembly panel.
Cloaked warriors are now available for deployment.
And we can try and make our Dark Templar more, quality. Let's see. Shadow Fury. Yeah, they get these, like, sick jump moves. Devout students of the Void, our Dark Templar have gained a deeper understanding of the powers they wield. They can now teleport across short distances while unleashing a death stroke with their warp blades, making them even more lethal than before. Yeah. 35 damage each jump hits 5 times, and the other option are the Avengers. I like this one a lot, because one of the reasons why I tend to not use Dark Templar is because they just die so easily in the wrong circumstance. All it takes is the presence of one Overseer, and they're just rendered not useless, but basically just expensive zealots, which I kind of hate. So they get emergency recall. The Avenger is automatically recalled to a Dark Shrine with full shields and life upon taking fatal damage. Cannot occur more than once every 60 seconds. I think I'm going to go with the Avenger. Outraged by the loss of Ire, these Avengers adopted the ways of the Dark Templar and returned to our homeworld to wage a secret war against the Zerg. Due to their small numbers, they learned how to escape from battle before death in order to fight another day. And what this kind of does is, let's say I make like 6 of these guys, 6 Dark Templar in a mission. It's kind of like I just always have this standby, invisible kind of contingent of Dark Templar in case I need to make a more surgical strike at some point. And I don't have to worry about constantly building them. I like that. It's a bit of a lazier option. I also kind of like trying out these guys too for the next mission, because those AoE attacks are pretty damn sweet. And now you can see we've got other units walking around here. Let's talk to Rowana.
All this time, this wretched little world was within striking distance of our fleets.
Much has changed since your era, Preserver. The Dark Templar are now our allies.
There was a time when the Protoss were broken. Throughout the aeon of strife, we tore at each other with wanton abandon. Only one path was ever found to end the madness and unify our people. The Kala. The Dark Ones rejected its light. They denied their own race. How can you fight for them?
For one so sworn to preserve our history, Rohana, how can you be so blind to its turn?
Damn.
I see I have offended you, Hierarch. My apologies. Adapting to this period is difficult.
It's a lot of wisdom from Artanis. But it's like you basically live like 1,000 lifetimes, and it's like you don't get it.
The evacuation ships have reported in. All are present and are being escorted by the Spear of Adun.
Alright, let's talk to Verzun.
Of all the Templar, you never wavered in the belief that our two peoples could live in unity. It is something I admired in you.
It is ironic to hear you say this. All this time, I believed you were reluctant to accept the unity I sought.
You and I had many a disagreement in the Twilight Council. For day by day, I saw my people losing what they were. I saw our precious old ways erode.
You wished to preserve them.
I am Nerazim, Dark Templar. I hold great pride in my people.
But you are also Protoss. That is the greater affiliation.
That is not what the Conclave believed when we were exiled long ago. Your kind had ire. Our culture is all we ever had.
Him using the word affiliation didn't strike me quite right. That's a little weird. Go see what our next mission is.
This was not an easy decision, but I would rather see Shakuras destroyed than overwhelmed by Amon's Zerg. We have much to plan, Hierarch.
Oh god. Okay, I remember this one. This is a holdout mission. Rush hour, destroy the Zenith Stones within the first 10 minutes, so gotta move fast. And then global swarming. Hold out until 1.8 billion Zerg arrive on Shakuras in the last stand mission. Okay. But we're gonna get the Kaidaran monoliths. Extremely... Okay, we know what these do. We'll use them.
Tell me, Vorazun, how will we bring destruction to your world?
The Zelnaga Temple's phase prism can be overloaded, forcing a spike of energy into the planet's core. Enough of a charge, and the planet will shatter. Amon will not possess my
Damn.
world.
I have been thinking about this choice.
Are you reconsidering?
No. My time here has reminded me of the courage of your people. That we must fight. If we are to suffer, then so too will Amon. We will lure as many of Amon's hybrid and Zerg through the gateway as we can. Only once enough are through to wound him will we overload the temple and flee.
You mean to bleed him? Bold. But we can't risk the forces it would require to do such a thing.
Leave that to me, Matriarch. I have learned much from the Dark Templar.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Expanding to a new resource location will allow you to speed up unit production and build a stronger defense. What I tried to do in the last part, but they had just too big of a force for me to do it quickly and efficiently.
Our forces have secured the Zelnaga Temple grounds. Artemis, how go your preparations?
I am configuring the temple now, but without the Uraj and the Callus, it will take time.
Time is not all it will take. The temple's energies are regulated by 3 Zenith stones. Only once they are destroyed can the temple be overloaded.
Until then, we must defend it from the Zerg and their hybrid masters.
The Nerazim have long used Kaidaran monoliths to protect our lands. I see your Phase-Smith has become familiar with them.
Indeed, Matriarch. The monoliths are quite deadly and fire a considerable distance. They should prove instrumental in our defense.
The moment has come. Let us begin.
They're expensive as hell, though. They're expensive as hell.
The sooner the Zenith stones are destroyed, the better off we shall be. The Zerg will overwhelm the temple grounds shortly.
Agreed. Although, should it become necessary, my Dark Templar can sneak through the enemy and destroy the stones.
Alright, so we have the secondary base. We're going to want to take that as soon as possible.
Glory through perseverance.
We're sending them there.
Exercise caution
We
when
probably don't
attacking
need
the
these
Zenith
guys.
Stone. The energies within may become volatile as
Oh,
it is
great.
damaged.
Okay. Can't let that... Ooh, we're getting hurt here.
The Zerg gather for an attack to the
Come on, guys.
southwest. Ignite your blades, warriors.
Ooh, it's dropping like storms. We'll get these guys back. No! Damn it. Okay, that's annoying. What we really need is another Nexus here. And we're going to need to build that as soon as possible. And these guys are going to go destroy that core thing for me. Go destroy it. Okay, and if there's any buildings that I need...
You have not enough minerals.
Yeah, I need 2 of these. Alright, we made it in just in time not to aggro this attack group here. Alright, you guys come home.
Base is under attack. You have not enough minerals.
I need way more minerals. Let's add this to the hot group as well. Did I lose? Oh my god.
Another brood of Zerg is
Well, that
preparing
sucks.
to attack from a hive to the northwest.
We must place that in a power field.
Yeah, that's not good. We need to get... Oh, man. We need to get this back up. Losing that monolith was a huge setback because they are so expensive. $300, Jesus. Most important thing now, though, is just making probes. They're going to fuel all of this at some point. Our buildings come in 20% faster. We don't need as many probes, or as many pylons rather, so that's great. We're about to be attacked from the south again. We need these batteries here to protect us during this fight, or else we are going to be screwed. Whirlwind absolutely tears up the Zerglings. Nice. Well done, homies. Keep producing. We're starting to catch up.
Our observers are reporting a vast number of Zerg have poured onto Shakuris.
And yet, not a single hybrid. Amon is testing our resolve.
If we can get one of these sides to be self-sufficient, which is what the south side should be right now and just isn't, we'd be able to push out much easier.
You have not enough minerals.
Okay, I'm happy with that for now.
You have not enough minerals.
We're gonna need a pylon here at some point. Let's just build it.
The Zerg approached the temple from the southeastern access way.
Yeah, we knew that was coming. We're sort of prepared, though. Just make sure we're not ever really in need of Vespene gas. Looks like they're going to be attacking from multiple directions again.
Ready yourselves, Templar. The Zerg are moving to assault both sides of the temple.
I'm trying. This side should be able to defend itself.
We stand unified.
These things take so long to build. It's definitely for the best that we got the construction time upgrade. Okay, let's cover that.
Upgrade complete.
And we're doing a bit of overkill in these two locations. That way we can really focus on bringing our units to the other location. But what we kind of desperately need is more gateways. And I also need to build a dark shrine so I can get a, like I talked about earlier, a contingent of Templar ready to go. Okay, let's get you over here. make another assimilator. Our workhorse probe is doing a lot of good work for us.
Base is under attack.
Which base? Oh, that's kind of bad. Yeah, helping them focus there was pretty important. Otherwise, that Ultralisk would have messed me up. Alright, make a hot group. We gotta wait till after this attack. Or we need to have a much, much stronger force. But that attack down there has shown me that we just need more stuff. This is not sufficient, what we currently have.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack.
Make sure we put the less expensive photon cannons in the front. Trying to leave enough room for my units to actually get through here.
There are overlords closing on the temple grounds.
I have seen this tactic before. They are transporting ground forces. Destroy the overlords, quickly.
I'm going. As soon as they try to drop in, let's see. That worked.
Give your order.
Just take that for free.
Upgrade
Is this quite strong enough? I don't know. Let's make that over there. Now we can build here, and that's a pretty damn strong location.
Nearly 500 million Zerg on Shakuras. All of them moving for this temple.
Let them come. The Templar will endure.
Alright, we'll make these locations nice and strong. But we do still have to go and take out these monoliths. If we can. Alright, we need to come here. This place isn't currently, you know, swarming. Let's make some DTs. Alright. With our sort of remaining cash, we can go around making some monoliths. That's kind of a sacrificial one.
Base is under attack.
The faster we take that out, the faster we can get the hell out of here. With our forces intact. Alright, they're doing that thing where they're dropping off units on this side. Yeah, you're dead, buddy. Sorry.
Be on guard, warriors. The Zerg are attacking the temple from all three sides at once.
Vengeance, for I have returned.
Alright, some of those last crystals we made are coming online.
Base is under attack.
Now that that's done, we can come over here and take out this other last crystal. This is the location we kind of knew would die. goes.
Glory of battle.
Alright, we did it. It was unfortunate at the 15-minute mark, so no achievements for us. But I can definitely see how you could do it.
It is done. The Zenith Stones have been destroyed. Once your task is complete, the temple can be overloaded.
Understood. And the temple alignment is proceeding well. Now, we wait for the Zerg. Base is under attack.
Let's just bring our forces back. We'll place that back in there. Ah, we can't get there. Well, that's awkward. Awkward indeed.
The Master's gaze falls on your shadowed world.
By the gods, I have never seen such abomination. Warriors, focus all cannons on the hybrid. We must defend the temple.
Hybrid nemesis.
Engaging foe.
Well, what we also need to do is just... There's no reason for us not to make just an absurd defense. Something like that. It makes it so that our forces don't really have an easy time maneuvering around here. But we're already kind of done. Like we don't need to head out anymore. I don't like this. I wish I had left like a tiny space. Drop a little heat on them. That'll help. But at some point they're going to cut a hole in there that's big enough for me to put a probe in. That's inappropriate. And we're up to a good number of Zerg.
Hierarch, I have never borne witness to so many Zerg. Was this the threat my mother once faced?
Alright, that guy is dead,
No,
but
Matriarch.
he did a good job.
This threat is a far greater one, and it will take all we have to resist it. Base is under attack.
Alright, that location's getting chewed up a little bit. Yeah. This poor guy is stuck. He's stuck as well. That's okay. We knew that was going to happen. Let's come over here. And this time we'll leave some space. And the hybrid are strong, but that's a lot of crap I put right there. Ooh, don't like that. See how much of that I can actually build. And you gotta remember to get, you know, your energy right. Oh, I'm stuck now. Okay, we're gonna get some of it. I hear it. Its location is back up to strength. This guy's still stuck. You're kind of stuck as well. We're almost at 1 billion.
Base is under attack.
Doing an okay job of nuking the hybrid, but what I need to do a better job of...
The temple is realigning. It will be ready soon.
Hierarch, I have discovered a solarite cache beneath the Zelnaga temple. If we can hold longer, I should be able to retrieve it.
Begin the retrieval process, Karax. We will hold the temple as long as we can.
Alright guys, it's time just to get silly. And we want to, I kind of have been neglecting, I've been building my defenses, but not really placing units. But it's kind of time for us to just get stupid and just place as much stuff as we can. Because we want to hold out a long time. If we can hold out for 1.5 billion, we get the solarite incentive. Can you build that? Can't do anything. Damn, you're stuck. Just kind of get everything. Alright, that's a little distracting. Them just constantly telling me the base is under attack. But we have so many minerals. I'm just hoping that probe can kind of go everywhere.
Base is under attack.
And is sort of following me around. If it gets stuck, it's going to ruin a bunch of those orders. Yeah, we're getting some holes cut in our front lines. Still stuck, eh? Almost 1 billion.
The temple thrums with energy. It is ready.
Solarite retrieval is still in progress. If we can hold on just a while longer.
Base is under attack.
Yeah, that's all unfortunate. We need to get this back up and running now. Keep on building. I mean, look at the insane amount of stuff we built. And it's just not enough.
I have returned.
One thing we can certainly do, though, is to recruit units to come in the front. So we could drop zealots like right in the midst of it all. Alright, we're stuck. Oh, don't hit that button. That's the DEFCON 5 red shiny red button. Get some Dark Templar in here doing work. Can you go anywhere? Yeah, I'm glad I built some like random probes in different locations. We're gonna get some more DTs.
Vengeance for Amon.
We're almost at the 1.5 mark. Wish we could make those operate better, but we can't, sadly. Yay, probe is free. That one zealot is holding them all back. Get them, zealots. Could probably make a wall of DTs, tell them to hold position, and just not lose. That feels kind of cheaty. Maybe it's not, though.
Base is under attack.
It is done. The Solarite has been successfully warped aboard the Spear of Adun.
Do we hold out longer just for fun?
Base is under attack.
Not that we can hold out that much longer anyway. Because we're kind of getting wrecked now. We have the resources, but the frequency of attacks is basically never ending. Oh my god.
Our pylon is under attack.
You're free, little probe. No! Well, I feel like it's pretty loreful for me to fight this to the end. Take as many Zerg down with me as I can.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack.
DTs are just in here doing all the work. They're going to die now to the cleave, thanks to this one overseer. They just keep coming, though. That's why this is awesome. You beautiful bastards.
Our pylon is under attack.
And yeah, I mean, look at the hybrid that are coming in now. It's insane.
Your probes are under attack.
Warp in what we can.
We embrace the glory of battle.
Alright, time to overload before this dies.
Templar, initiate dimensional recall. Get to safety, now!
Nidus ones. The Zerg are poised to breach the temple.
Have faith, Matriarch. Your fallen people cry out for vengeance, and they shall have it.
That those of our kind suffer, separated from the glory of the Kala. Choose the mantle of Dark Templar.
Cool guys don't look at explosions, y'all. I mean, we killed a lot of the enemy, but that still seemed excessive. We made it to... This is kind of where I wanted to make it to, 1.75. I felt like we could do... I want to say I made it to 2 before. But there's a custom game that you can do that's basically just that map. And I got really good at doing it for a long time. Let's continue. And I don't know if we'll talk to everyone. This has been kind of a long episode, but we'll look at our upgrades at the very least. Unallocated Solarite. Let's check it out. We've got 10. It's still not letting me upgrade here. I'm pretty sure you can't upgrade it. And I don't know why it doesn't let... It's probably just locked. Let's see. If we do something like this. I don't know. Let's stick with the passives for now. I have unallocated Solarite, but there's nothing I can do with that. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills, but I guess not. And then let's go to the War Council. There's nothing new with the assembly panel. They're not going to give us something for our turret that we unlocked, obviously.
And Arudin, Shakuras.
Alright, y'all. That's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Brett. My channel is Goodtalk Gaming. And as always, y'all, I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.